Okay, good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in this crazy, crazy world. Um, I'm glad that you're back again, joining me. First off, I would like you to subscribe and follow. It really helps to kickstart this YouTube channel for me, and also follow me on Twitter if you don't follow me already at uselinkinv. Please do. That means a lot to me. So yeah, let's have a go at it. Just before I went on, I looked at, the normal stuff we look at, which is gold silver ratio, the dollar, and so on. But today, nothing big happened, I would say. So instead of looking at the normal ones, I would look at some ETFs. Some you might know, some you may not know. But after this show, you will definitely know one or two that you haven't seen before, I guess. If not, I hope you enjoy. Anyways, let's start by looking at the Baltic Dry Index, which in the past 2 years have been beaten down heavily. As you can see, this is a big run up. But to me, right now, where we are is actually quite interesting. If we look back, you can see the green trend line here, going back to roughly more or less 10 years. And we have made it started here. We had two touches here, and now we have touched it again. At the start in February. So, and what I want you to note is, while we did that, we have been coming down from the highs in a standard, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move, and then we've pissed back up again. So to me, it could be very bullish. We are still in no man's land. I still want us to start grinding higher above these two highs here. And what you can see now is that we have the false breakdown. We went back around an apex move here, back above, and now we're just trying to retest this previous bear pennant, you can say. Now we're retesting it, and hopefully we can start to resume back up again and make newer higher highs. That would be very constructive for the Baltic Dry Index. So yeah, that's that. If you want to know what companies you can buy from the Baltic Dry Index, please let me know in the comments below. I will make a separate video on the entire Baltic Dry Index. If there's enough votes, I will do it, of course. GDX, the Junior Gold and Silver Miners ETF. Again, we look back all the way to March 2020, where we had this big event that we cannot mention, where we had a 240% move in a half a year, even less. Absolutely insane move. And then we started to form a bear flag, but then it just dragged out. So you cannot call this a bear flag anymore. It's basically one big downtrend channel where we in early 2022 had a breakout, and then just we collapsed right back into the channel again. So here we have what's known as a false breakout. We came all the way to the bottom again, bounced a bit, now made a second attempt, which was some sort of false breakout again, back into the channel. But then, whoopsie, as you can see, we went out again. So what does this mean? What I'm looking at right now is if we connect the two highs here, the false breakout highs, you can see that we are trying to break out of this trend line here. And then ultimately, we want to break above the blue neckline. And to me, when that happens, I mean, that's where I think gold and silver juniors will do very good. But until then, we're still in a downward trend. So let's keep watching for that one. Awesome. Next is the Brazil. Brazil, the country of soccer. Anyways, I don't know if you know this one, but this is the Brazilian ETF. Going back 20 years, you can see here from 2002, we had a major melt up. Big hockey stick move right all the way up. And for the past 15 years, we have not made a new high compared to the Nasdaq, for example, where we have made a new high at the '08 bubble. You can see we had a big collapse, standard retrace move, big collapse again, and what we have formed is a beautiful, beautiful wedge here. It's a 15-year-old wedge, even maybe even 20 if you want to count this low here. But anyways, you can see that if we break to the upside, again, it's all ifs. For now, I don't know. For now, we are in no man's land. If we break to the upside, look at the amount of opportunities that could rise here in the Brazilian stock market. Again, if we break down, I mean, then it's just another big washout, I guess. But this is one to watch, and when and if we break, I will let you know. Okie dokie, TAN, the solar ETF. Let's quickly go back to 2009, where we have made, to me, a, again, left shoulder, big head, and a possible right shoulder. So if we zoom in here, let's zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Come on. Anyways, what I'm looking at right now is this golden trend line, and then we have the channel, a very nice symmetry within the channel. But look where we're going into the apex right now. So if we break up to the upside, and again, very bullish, obviously, getting above, let's call it 85. Bring to the downside, getting below 69, very bearish. So if you want to, pre-trigger this setup here and you think it's going to break to the upside, you can have a target. Let's just measure the target here quickly. We have roughly let's call it a $100 move from these highs here. $100 right there. Okay, let's drag it all the way up. So if you were to trade this with a stop, you can place the stop below. Again, not financial advice, it's totally up to you. You can place the stop below and have the profit here. So you're looking at an almost 20-to-1 risk reward if you were to enter now. But then again, what I normally do is I wait for the breakout and then I buy the first pullback. And if I can get a retest, perfect. So TAN. Next is the Chinese large cap ETF. Quickly, you can see for the past 15 years, to me, we have been in this big sideways channel with a blow off top in 08, a huge collapse below, and then we have just traded inside. Boom, 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 like a ping pong ball, right? And what I have noted for the past 4 years is that we have created a lower golden trend line and an upper golden trend line. We had a false breakdown in late 22. We came right back in, and then we went back to the lower bound again. And to me, again, I love these inverse head and shoulders if they form together with other formations. So to me, getting above the blue neckline and stay there, I mean, then you can have a visit to the top again. At just north of 50. So that looks very good, very, very good if we can get above. So let's see. The semiconductor ETF. Again, to me, this is a very beautiful chart. Very beautiful. We have, again, the golden wedge, which I like to look for. And again, as you can see, I have already pre-marked what I see is the inverse head and shoulders. We have the breakout. We have the retest, more or less the retest, right? Depending on where you put the blue neckline. But we were in a bull flag on the weekly. We have broken out, retest, and resumption. Let's go to the daily. You can see the bull flag here. Right there it is. So we have the breakout, the retest, and now we're getting back up again. Before I go full bullish on the semiconductors, I really want to get above this old red the red neckline from this formation you have here. You have the shoulders, the head, and the shoulder. And I have already marked this was the target of this head distance to the neckline, and then all the way down here. So as you can see, we actually ran this target almost to perfection. Yes, we had some overshoot, but that's okay. That happens all the time. But the target was met, and now we are going back to the upside. But then again, I would really want to get above these lows here with some conviction. Right, we have all this jazz right here, so I want to get above and stay there. But semiconductors, man, looking good, looking good. Quickly, XOP, the oil and gas explorers. Not much to say in my view. If you look back 1 year, to me, we broke down from the golden trend lines here, this formation. So we're going for a retest. So until proven otherwise, it's bearish. We need to get back. We need to get back into the wedge above this formation here before we start to consider anything regarding getting bullish. So for now, it's bearish. One thing could be, we have the double bottom here, but and again, still bearish, still very bearish. Okay, dokie. Then one of the last ones we have is the the dry bulk shipping ETF, and I want to show you something just incredible to me at least. We had this golden trend on here. We broke out in 21, did a big move, a very big move, like 200% more or less. Came back down quickly, entered a bearish pennant, squeezing formation, and then we broke further down. But what I want to show you and why I think this is amazing. If you do a measured move, let's just redo the measured move anyways. Do the fib extension, we take the top to the bottom, and then we get back to the top here, drag it out. Just look at the measured move. The 100% measured move was hit to perfection more or less. And now what we see is a channel. It's still bearish, but if we can break above, above the golden trend line, going back 4 years, getting back above again, then that's very bullish. And I could see, us getting back to like, the pivot low here at around just below 20. So, but again, as long as we are below the golden trend line now, it's bearish, but it could turn bullish very quickly. So let's follow that one. And as you can see, we are up 6% today, so that's not so bad. Very quickly, the Hydra or the hydrogen ETF, we have formed this again, the squeezing formation in a bear flag. So we try to pop out, false breakout, and then down again. And now we are testing the upside. Oh, sorry. We're now testing the upside of this golden trend line going down here. It could be either a boy or a girl. I mean, it's totally in a no man's land right now. But I would say, can we start to curl up above this dotted trend line here, going across the smaller formation? Then we will go for a retest of the bear flag, and then we have to wait and see, do we either roll over or do we actually get inside and start to make some sort of consolidation inside? That would be a different scenario, but we have to wait and see what happens. Okay, last but not least, my favorite sector, uranium. And I posted this one on Twitter just an hour ago or so. And I want you to note just quickly that every time we have broken these dotted downtrending um, trend lines, you can see them here all the way. We have always had a move up, a big move up, big move, biggish move, a smaller move. So if again we can get a move here, I would assume that we get a move up. How high? Is it a lower high just to roll over? I don't know. But this is the one to break. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Okay. 20, yeah, this year. This one is the one to break. And as you can see right now, we are standing on the lower side of, or the lower, yeah, the low side of this trend line. We need to break this one, then we will get a rally for sure. How high? I don't know. But ever since, the rallies has been smaller and smaller. So let's see what this will do if we break. The worst case scenario, or one of the worst case, would be we get a break, make a lower high, and then we start to roll over and finally break that lower golden trend line. And then I think there will be a cascade of stop losses. So, but we will see. Yeah, that's all I had for today. Please let me know in the comments if you like this one. Is there anything else you want to look at? I can do it if people are interested. Um, yeah, and please like and subscribe and spread the channel. Follow me on Twitter as well. You know the info, uselink INV. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, and see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys and girls. Bye.